Hey, this is Tyler. I wanted to make this video for you and just give you a couple tips that you can start implementing right away to outrank your competition online and really start bringing in jobs for your business. So I have your Facebook page pulled up here, and I learned a little bit about your business scrolling through. You guys do some great work. And then I found your website here on Google as well and took a look at that and also found this one here. So it looks like you tried to create one through whatever this is here, Home Advisor. So looks like you have a couple different avenues where you have your information, which is good. But when I took a look at the back end of your site, with a tool I use called Ahrefs, okay, there's not much data that shows up. So there's not much going on. Your site's not really doing anything for you, right? So we want to fix that. And I want to show you what your competition is doing so you can implement some of the same things and really start bringing in those jobs that everyone's taking to them. So I went to Google and I found Titan Roofing as one of the top competitors in San Antonio, right? You're right outside San Antonio in the metro area. So I went to Google, we typed in roofing San Antonio, and I think you're going to like the amount of volume that people use that word in Google. All right, so we're going to come down here. We're going to skip the map pack section. We'll get to that in a little bit. And like I said, we're going to hit on Got Titan Roofs, which is the first result here in the organic section. All right, so we're going to click on that and take a look at their website. So really, why competitors are getting, the results they are, it's because they're ranked well on Google. All right, they have their information out there much more. All right, and these guys have a nice site. You can book your appointment. You got roof repair, roof replacement, and it's nicely laid out. Upload my contract, learn more. So it's a nice navigation here. But the one thing I'm not seeing, and the one thing you can definitely capitalize on, is the amount of content that they have. Google loves content. All right, they love to see anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 words of content on the home page of a site. And then as far as the services, we want to see anywhere from 500 to 1,000 words. And that's going to allow you to rank for specific keywords like roofing San Antonio. And the more we can rank for those keywords, the more people are going to find our business and the services that we offer when they type them into Google. All right, so let's take a look at their report in Ahrefs, and we're going to find out, what's working. So we can see a big difference here between this one and your site here, right? But coming back, they obviously have a lot of traffic coming to their site, and they have a lot of keywords, which is what you get when you have a good amount of content on your site. So let's take a look at these keywords and figure out, kind of what you can focus on as you build out a new site. So we see here San Antonio roof, roofing contractor, San Antonio TX. I mean, the list goes on and on here. These are some great keywords because we like to focus on keywords with the service and the area. So we're seeing a lot here: roofing company San Antonio, roofing repair San Antonio, and so on. So we see the volume of searches each month that these are put into Google, and then we see the traffic that these guys are bringing in because of the position they are in Google. So we want to look for first 10 spots, which is the first page of Google, right? And because they're on the first, 5, it looks like for a lot of these, they're getting some great traffic to their site. All right, so there's a lot of options here as far as keywords to focus on when it comes to your site. So number one would be to beat out their content, okay? And then the next thing would be backlinks. Now, when it comes to backlinks, same thing with content, right? We want better backlinks, just like we want better content. We want higher quality. All right, now if you take a look at this might be a little overwhelming, but I'll break it down really simple. So a backlink is really just a link from one site pointing back to another, and it passes power and trust to your site. So Google likes relevance. If you have a link from, say, a gambling site, it's not going to hold much relevance, right? But if you have a link from a roofing site, okay, that's going to help you out. So this is the trust and the power metrics here. So we can see they're not doing so great with the DR, and we want to make sure, like I said, we beat out their backlinks just like we beat out their content. These guys have 311 sites pointing back to theirs, giving them over 3,000 backlinks. So, it's not very balanced, right? We want to see that 1-to-1 ratio. That's the perfect ratio we want to see. So they're not balanced, and this is where you can really beat them out. All right, so we can get some better backlinks, we can create some better content, you can start outranking these guys. A lot of people, they don't think they can compete with the bigger companies, all right, but if you do these couple little things, you can definitely do that, and you'll be bringing on the jobs that typically would go to them because they're being found first on Google, right? So content and backlinks are really the foundation for when you start a website and to get it out there on Google. The last thing is citations. All right, now citation is your name, address, and phone number, and it all has to do with your Google My Business listing. So we came over here to Google and we typed in your business name. We found you do have a listing, which is great, but we want to make sure that it's optimized. All right, we want to make sure it has all the information, such as the hours, name, address, phone number, all that, right? And we want to make sure that there's a good description. So it looks like you're missing that. We talked about how important content was. Make sure you put a description in here so that way you can put in some keywords and customers can not only find your website, right, when you get that going, but your Google My Business listing as well. And I'm going to come over here again to Titan Roofing, where we found them by typing in roofing San Antonio, right? And I think that one had like 400 search volume, right? So 400 people a month are putting roofing San Antonio in here. And this is the map pack section where your Google listing would be, right? So really optimizing your listing here is going to help you get into the map pack, right? The top 3, right? Which is where we want to be, just like we want to be in the top 10 down here. Okay. So let's see, who's doing the best here. We see Norwest Roofing. Let's click on that. Just like we took a look at Titan Roofing, their website, we want to look at this listing here because they're ranked number 1. We want to find out what they're doing, right? So they have their website linked, which is great. They have their phone number, okay, which is obviously what we want to do. It's all in sync. They have all their information, and they've got some great Google reviews. So that's gold right there. And then they've got some pictures, which is obviously what you want to upload. And you can upload them with, or should upload them with, keywords that we took a look at. So your listing has a better chance of showing up. And then they have their description down here, which is nice. Okay, and it looks like they have some posts and some social profiles. So that's really good. So this is really what we want to do to optimize our listing and to really start competing here in this the map pack section. So if we take a look at content, backlinks, and citations, all right, we'll get ranked into the map pack and the organic section. No problem against these big companies that are bringing in jobs on a consistent basis. And obviously that's the goal, right? So if you have any questions at all, I know I might have went through it a little fast, feel free to reach back out. Here's my business website, leadsbylordeye.com. Phone number's in the top right corner. I'd be happy to learn a little bit more about your business and see where we can help you out. All right, I'll talk to you soon.